What's the deal, YouTube? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. And I just tried to record this video right now, but I didn't like the intro, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, I'd like to say, I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency, not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy. And as you can see by the title, right? Music is one of the tools that's used to destroy the Black and Latino community. And I'm gonna go ahead and get right to it, right? So, music is one of the tools that is used to destroy the Black and Latino community, right? So, boom. We have all these rappers that's coming out saying all this shit, all this low vibrational shit, right? And it's all to influence the youth, the people, the kids that have not yet grown up, that have not yet matured, and that are not yet in their right mind. They're not able to properly make decisions for themselves, right? So say, for instance, you're a young kid growing up in LA, and I'm gonna just show you how the music can lead you down two different paths, right? Now, say you're a young kid growing up in LA, right? And you listen to like old school hip hop, and it's in the 2000s, like 2015, 2016, right? Or like 2012, 2013, right? Or like 2015, 2000. It's like some new school type shit, right? 2015 to 2000. Say you live in South Central, right? You growing up in South Central. It's 2015, and you listen to old school music, like old school hip hop, right? You listen to that music. You know, that influences your thoughts, how you dress, you know, the type of friends you hang out with, your personality, your character, all that shit, right? You listen to old school music. So as you grow older, you're always like, you know, you know, you're not, how can I explain this shit, right? How can I explain? I'm gonna just let this energy flow. I'm gonna just let this shit flow, and I'm gonna talk to y'all, and I'm gonna try to get my point across, right? So let me say it from this point of view, right? Let me finish this point of view. Pretty much what the fuck I'm trying to say is, right, the certain music you listen to is going to influence how you're going to be later on in life. If you're young and you listening to some shit like some old school hip hop or some shit, you're going to just be like, you know, you're not going to be trying to be a thug and trying to be a gangbanger and trying to press people and try to do the extras. You're not going to be like that because you're not listening to that music that's telling you to do that shit. You listening to some have a good time music. You're trying to party. You're trying to dance with some females. You're trying to have a good time and shit. You're trying to eat some good food. You're trying to just, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to have a good time. You're trying to party. You're not trying to have no beef and do all this shit because you're not listening to that music, right? So say you're growing up in South Central and you listen to a bunch of rap music, a bunch of music telling you to be a thug and to have a gun and all this shit. You're going to be influenced to do that shit, right? You're going to be influenced to do that shit. And then with you being influenced to do that shit, if you're in an environment that where you may have to be on that, you're going to be more likely to want to do that shit, right? Because your thoughts are being influenced by the music. The music whole purpose is to influence you. Now, say, for instance, you're young, right? And you're influenced by this music, the negative music, the rap and all that shit, right? You're influenced by the music. So then you decide to join a gang because you're influenced by the music, and the music has you want to act like a thug and, you know, be hard and, you know what I'm saying, be like, you know, be a gangster and all this shit, right? That's how the music has you want to act. So you join a gang at a young age because you're young and the music is appealing to you because you're young and you have a young brain. So you join a gang at a young age because the music is making you want to act a certain way, or it could be because your environment too, but more than likely, it's people that be in the environment and they're able to maneuver through the environment, see gangs and all this shit, probably get pressed by gangbangers and they don't join the gang, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's possibly the music that you're listening to. More than likely, it is the music. So, damn it, I don't want to lose my fucking train of thought. But you hearing this music, God damn, what the fuck was I saying? But I don't even have to lose my train of thought because there's just so much to say about this shit. You young and you hearing this music, and okay, that's what I was saying. You fuck around and you young and you hearing this music, you fuck around and join a gang at a young age, right? And then you have to deal with lifelong consequences from that decision. Or you young and you're a female, you hear this music and you hear a bunch of lust ass music telling you to be promiscuous and telling you to have sex with multiple men, you fuck around and get pregnant, you don't even know who the father of your child is. And now you have to deal with a life of consequences. Or you have a kid at a young ass age, and then you continue to have kids because you keep on listening to this music that's telling you to be lustful. And as soon as you wake up, you turn on this music telling you to pop your pussy and telling you to do all this freaky ass shit. And then it's programming into your subconscious. And the music, when you're young, you're a sponge. Like they tell you can't teach an old dog new tricks. When the motherfucker get old, you can't tell them some shit or teach them no shit because they already in their ways. But when you're young, you're not in your ways yet. That's why they put all the attacks at the youth and the young and the young gods and the goddesses, really the blacks and Latinos. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on a different frequency than everybody else, bro. The people that get burned by the sun, the human beings, the Asians, the Caucasians. I'm not trying to talk crazy in this video yet because I don't want this shit to get shadow banned. I'm trying to figure out how to do this shit without this shit getting shadow banned, you know what I'm saying? But the blacks and Latinos, if you have this skin color, the dark skin color, and I'm not going to say just black people because it's Latinos, and I'm not going to be like, okay, these are Latinos and these are Mexicans. That's up to the Latinos and the Mexicans to figure out who is who. I'm not no one to say like, nigga, y'all are motherfucking, I'm a god, first of all, but I'm not no one to be like, okay, y'all are motherfucking Mexicans and y'all are Latinos. Y'all got to figure that shit out. I know whoever got this motherfucking nappy ether, we're the same species. Whoever has this pigmentation, we're the same species. That's what I know, right? And I know all the attacks are aimed at us because we're on a different frequency and vibration because we get energy from the sun, bro. Not even just because we get energy from the sun, but that's one of the main reasons. We get energy from the sun. We're on a different frequency. Our genetics, all that shit are different. So all the attacks, the music, is all that shit is aimed at the blacks and Latinos so we can be on a lower frequency and vibration because our brains, everything is operating at a different capacity than everybody else. Then the people that get burned by the sun, the inorganic species, the organic species, we are the organic species. I'm doing a video about this too, probably right after this if I have enough space. We are the organic species, the ones with this pigmentation, with this dark skin. And it's not burned, bro. The skin is not burned. The skin is, it's not burned. This is my skin tone. This is my skin color. This is my skin color. And this skin color gives me the ability to absorb the UV radiation that's in the sky that's coming from the sun. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different species from the people with the pale skin and a different hair, bro. I have this hair because I don't have no animal DNA in my body. That's just the truth. That's not no shade to the inorganic species. But if you can't take the sun naturally and you have the straight hair and you have the pale pigmentation, you're the inorganic species. There's nothing wrong with that. You're just a different species than the organic species. And all of the attacks are aimed at the organic species because we're on a different frequency. You know what I'm saying? So say, for instance, a young black or Latino here's this music, and I'm gonna include the Latino too because it's aimed at both of us, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's aimed at both of us. And if you're a Caucasian, Asian, Mexican, etc., part of the inorganic species, and you're participating in the bullshit, like you on bullshit, you gangbanging, you're influenced by the music too, that wasn't meant to happen, bro. The music was meant to influence the blacks and Latinos to have us vibrating low. But if you're, like I'm telling you, our oppressors don't give a fuck about none of us. That's why we all need to, you know what I'm saying? First, the blacks and Latinos, first the blacks need to unite, get our shit together. And then the Latinos and the Hispanics need to figure out who's who, you know what I'm saying? And then we need to get with the Latinos, you know what I'm saying? And then once we get all on the same page, the blacks and Latinos, and then we need to congregate with the human beings, the Caucasians and everybody else, the Asians, you know what I'm saying? Because the government's doing this shit to everybody. But first we need to get our people together, the blacks first, the gods, and because we're all, the blacks and Latinos, we're gods and goddesses. But I'm not going to say no buts, no ifs, ands, or nothing. It's just the blacks and Latinos were gods and goddesses. I am going to say but, though. But blacks have to get our shit together first. We have to, because it's a lot of division within the black community, right? So we have to get our shit together first, and then we can link in with the Latinos, right? And then once the blacks and Latinos are linked in, because it's going to happen like that, right? Once the blacks and Latinos are linked in, and then we can link in with everybody else. Because now they're seeing in North Carolina that the government don't fuck with them. But all that shit that happened out there, that's spiritual, bro. All that shit that happened out there with the storms and all that shit, that's spiritual. This is besides the purpose of this video, but all that shit that happened out there is spiritual, right? So boom, the blacks and Latinos, right? Young black and a young Latino growing up in LA, growing up in South Central, right? They're listening to the rap music, the bullshit, right? It's going to influence them to want to get on the bullshit, right? They eventually join the gang because they're influenced by this music. Say they get pressed or some shit happen, they can either, one, go this way and just not go that, I'm not saying like not go, like go this way, like just go down a different street. I'm saying like go this way in life, like as in, okay, I got pressed, you know what I'm saying? I got pressed. They're not thinking like, okay, I'm going to join the gang and all this shit. I'm going to just be tough and I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I got to prove something. All that. They're not feeling like that because the music's not telling them that, the music that they're listening to. So they're going to go this way in life. And this way in life is telling them, okay, I got pressed. I'm going to just not go that way. I'm not going to go down that street. And also, I'm going to just continue to live my life as a regular person, a square. I don't feel no type of way for them trying to jump me or trying to beat me up. I don't feel like I want to join a gang. I don't feel like, I'm going to just, okay, those people, they're just bad people. I'm going to just tell my mom and maybe I'll get a ride to school or, maybe I'll just go a different way or just try to figure out a way to avoid that. I'm not going to join a gang though. You know what I'm saying? Same time, I know how shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I know how shit happens. You feel me? You may not have another way to go, and you just, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm just showing you the two different routes. If you listen to the music, you're gonna be more influenced. Like, man, these motherfuckers is fucking with me. Man, I'm about to, man, hey, I wanna start hanging out on the block with these kids, and I wanna, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna show you the root of the person that's not gonna be a gangbanger, right? Because they're not listening to the low vibration of music. I'm just show you the root of a person I know some people are also born into the shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all type of scenarios, but I'm saying how the music influences the youth. So say you're not listening to the music that's telling you to, oh, it's not gonna have you in your pride and your ego. So something like that happens to you, motherfuckers try to jump you or some shit. You get away, you're not hurt for real. You know what I'm saying? You get the fuck away and you just avoid going over there. You know what I'm saying? You just avoid going over there or you avoid going over there or you just get a ride to school or you just catch the bus instead of walking. You just avoid the shit, right? So you don't have to be in that situation no more, right? And then the scenario of the person that's listening to the music that's gonna go this way in life, that shit happens to a motherfucker try to get up on them. They try to press him or whatever happens, right? They say, fuck the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen to me again. I'm gonna join this gang. Because the music is telling me, oh, no, don't let nobody fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? Pull up with a gun, pull up with a stick, all this bullshit. So I'm gonna join the gang. I gotta give me a stick. I gotta give me a stick in case that happen again. I'm gonna go right over there again. I got this stick on me this time. I'm gonna go over there again and see if they do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the music is telling me. The music is telling me, fuck avoiding the confrontation. Nigga, motherfucker, try you pull up with a stick and get the spray and get the busting at them with a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? With a pistol, get a pistol and get the shooting at these people because they trying to, you know what I'm saying? Same time you have to protect yourself, but the music is gonna influence you to do that shit. You're gonna be more willing to want to just, okay, motherfucker, want to play instead of just avoiding the whole situation all in all. You know what I'm saying? That's just the two different paths down somebody that the youth will go. You know how when you're young, you're more emotional, you're more just reacting and the music is gonna make you more emotional and more reacting instead of just being like, all right, I'm gonna just avoid that situation, avoid the area, and try to just maneuver around this shit so I don't have to deal with that. You'll be like, fucking, I'm gonna join this gang. I'm gonna just get put on real quick, and if these motherfuckers try me, I'm gonna have the pistol, or we're gonna go over there, we're gonna go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You only think like that because of the music. It's low vibrational. Now, for instance, with the goddesses, with the young women, you may end up having kids at a young age. For instance, let's do the two paths of the young women now, right? Of the young goddesses. So boom. You have the young goddess that's listening to the low vibrational music, telling her to be promiscuous, telling her to be a thought, to just use niggas for their money, Cardi B, all the bullshit music, Sexy Red and all this shit, right? You have that goddess, and then you have the young goddess that's not really listening to music like that. She's just focused on going to school, getting good grades, and motherfucking watching TV shows or some shit, or just, she's not fucking with the music, right? So she's not going to be influenced by the music, right? So the young goddess that's listening to the music, she's after school, or she's not even going to school, she's ditching school so she can link up and be bad and be fast with these boys and shit. That's what she's doing. She's ditching school so she can link up and be fast with these boys because that's what the music is telling her to do. You know what I'm saying? So she's all hot down there. She wanting to do all this shit at a young age because when you're young, you're going to absorb what the fuck the music is saying. When you're young, you're a sponge. Just like when you have little kids around you, you saying shit like little bad words, you saying shit and bitch and all that shit. And then they walk up, they shit, fuck you, bitch, shit, all that shit. And they think it's funny and all that shit because they hear you saying it. So when they see these motherfuckers do this shit, they think that shit is cool because they're older and they got jewelry on and all this shit. They got the money and all that shit. And they know like, damn, we ain't got no money, we ain't got no jewelry. They're influenced by that shit. That's why they give these rappers jewelry and all this shit that we don't have, us living in regular society, regular life. And most of these rappers that are saying this shit, the female rappers that are saying this shit, and you wonder why females are walking around so masculine nowadays, not to mention that they're putting chemicals in the food to alter our hormones. So if you eating the poison, all the shit that they're giving to animals, the hormones, you don't know what the fucking hormones are doing to you, a human being, a god or a goddess. So you can be eating some shit they're giving the animals, some fucking hormones in the chicken to make them grow faster, and you eating this shit, and that's making you being a masculine energy, a man or a god, you walking around this bitch with feminine energy. And the females, you being a female, feminine energy, a female or a goddess, you walk around this bitch with some masculine ass energy. Not even knowing why, because the food and shit, right? Because the hormones in the food and all this shit, right? And besides that, these rappers, like Sexy Red and Glorilla, you wonder why females are so masculine nowadays? Because you have motherfucking Glorilla with a deep ass voice telling motherfucking females to be on some bullshit. What's she saying in that song? She ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got her some shit, and that's gonna program into these bitches' minds and get them to acting like that. So they won't have a fucking stable relationship. And when they have a stable, so if there's not a stable relationship, it's gonna be more bullshit, more negative energy. And these people feed off of our negative energy. So let me get back on track and tell you the two different paths. One guy that's gonna be listening to the music, got her vibrating low. Cool. One guy that's gonna be listening to the music, got her vibrating low. She's ditching school. She's not even going to school. She ditching school so she can go kick it with these little boys and all this shit, having sex at a young age, doing all this shit. That's what one guy that's doing because of the music, right? And another guy that's, okay, look, she's doing that because of the music, and then she ends up getting pregnant, ends up dropping out of school, ends up having to work early to take care of her kids, and that ends up being her whole life, just working and having kids and having kids. You know what I'm saying? And taking care of the kids, or even not taking care of the kids because she has too many kids. That's the life of one goddess, and that could be all because of the music she was listening to. And this is the life of the other goddess, the other black or Latino woman. You know what I'm saying? It's the life of the other goddess. She's not listening to the music. She's just going to school. She's actually going to school. She's going to school. She's going to. She's not ditching high school and middle school and all that. She's going to school. Cause nowadays ain't no telling. Kids probably doing shit in middle school. I don't know. But say she's going to high school, right? She's not ditching school. She's going to high school, right? She's planning to go to college and all that. She's making plans for college. So she goes to high school, finishes high school, goes to college. And that's because she's not listening to the music that's telling her it's not programming into her subconscious. So once the music gets to program into her subconscious, she's going to start acting fast. She's going to stop going to school so much. She's talking to this boy. Now the boy is telling her to ditch school. Now she want to ditch school and all this shit. It's going to start programming into her subconscious to act a certain way. So she's not listening to the music. So she go to school. She finished going to school. She don't have a baby young because she's not ditching school having sex. So she's able to get out of school and get a decent job, and then she's able to or get out of school and go to college, and then from college she go get a decent job, and from then she's working, and then she meets somebody like that and do it the right way, and then have kids and able to be in the kids' life and able to take care of the kids, etc., and have a household, etc., live life. She's not going down and her life will be more peaceful because and then the girl with the goddess that had the baby young, she might be going through all type of shit, might be trying to do all type of shit to get some extra money and end up catching cases, all type of shit, because she's trying to get some fast money to take care of her kids. She didn't have that life like that. Like this goddess that went to school and finished school and got a good job and was able to take care of her kids the right way. She didn't have that life or that choice or them opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Because she was listening to the music that got her vibrating low. So she didn't even have the chance to motherfucking do this and do that. Same time, the environments are set up like that too. But same time, it's not an excuse. You can be in an environment and still not gangbang, not have kids early. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with gangbanging, because gangbang was first created to police the patrol the community, because the police was on bullshit. And if you have kids, I know all type of situations happen. I'm not saying neither of these situations are wrong. I'm just trying to give examples of the best examples I can give, you know what I'm saying? Because I know some people may have kids. Anything can happen as a child and some shit happen. Or you may just be growing up in a family and you have no choice but to get put on the hood and all this shit. I know situations like that happen. I'm just saying these are the best examples I can give. Or these are the best examples I can give, you know what I'm saying? Because I live in LA, you know what I'm saying? So boom, one goddess, one goddess, she don't even have the opportunity to motherfucking get a good job and all this shit because she's already at the low vibration because of the music. She absorbed all the shit the music is telling her. She's a sponge, because kids are sponges. When we're young and we're seeing this shit on TV and all this shit, it's influencing us until we get into our right mind and have our fully developed brain and we think for ourselves like, hold on, I don't want to do this shit. That shit bullshit. The youth is still seeing this shit and it's appealing to them and they're getting influenced by this shit. So this young goddess didn't even have a chance to motherfucking go to school, finish her school, because she was influenced by the motherfucking music and the environment too. It's all set up like this. Because you go to certain environments, they're not going to be playing certain bullshit music. But you come to the low vibrational environments that they want to have a certain way and they're programming and doing experiments on us. They're going to have the music with the low vibrations and this shit. They're going to have the low vibrational music. So this goddess didn't even get a chance to go to school and finish her school like this goddess did. Because it could be her. They're in the same environment though. Say they're in the same environment. This goddess didn't get a chance to go to school and finish her shit because she's listening to the music that's programming the shit into her subconscious, and it got her vibrating low to make her want to be fast and promiscuous at a young age. And then she has kids, and then now her whole life is to take care of her kids, or her whole life is trying to get some money. She's in survival mode now. Survival mode. You know what I'm saying? At a young age. You know what I'm saying? And then this goddess has a whole different life because she has a chance to she's not thinking the thoughts of the music. She's not out here being promiscuous because the music, she's not listening to the music. She may just have little old school hip hop she listens to. Say she listens to old school hip hop. or Christian music or something. She's not on that frequency of wanting to just have sex and being lusty and all this shit, right? So she goes this way she goes down this path in life, and she's able to motherfucking be successful. I'm not saying if you have kids at a young age, you're not gonna be successful, but it's a different life. And then if you have kids at a young age and you're a female compared to if you're a female and you don't have kids at a young age, it's a different life. You're gonna go down two different paths. You're gonna go down two different paths. So this person didn't have kids and all that because maybe she wasn't listening to the music and she had a chance to go to school, finish school. She had a chance to go to college and get a good job and then meet her boyfriend and then her husband, etc. You know what I'm saying? And they stayed together because they made shit work. They wasn't struggling. It wasn't no arguing and all that shit because the finances, the bills and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And that could be because of the music. And it's all set up like that by design, you know what I'm saying? And two, besides the fact of the youth, grown people now to this day, bro, listening to the low vibration of music and that shit, programming the shit into their subconscious, and they want to do bullshit. All the attacks are aimed at the blacks and Latinos. You got to think about it. It's not a Caucasian in these fucking music videos or these rappers. They're not Caucasian. They're all blacks and Latinos promoting the shit. Because if you're black and Latino, you're not going to be looking at a Caucasian with a gun on the bullshit like, yeah, pull up with a stick, hanging a stick like that, hanging a Glock and all that shit. You're not gonna be looking at that shit thinking it's appealing. You're gonna be like, okay, what the fuck? That's just a white boy with a, you know what I'm saying, with a gun and shit, holding some money. But if it's somebody that look like you and they got money and they do shit that you do, these motherfuckers, they know the environments that we're in, man. These motherfuckers know the environments that we're in and they know the activities that we're participating in because they setting the environments, they setting the shit up like this. So that if they know that the motherfucker is gonna have a motherfucking foreign or something, they have how can I explain this shit? They set up the environments. They know what the fuck is going to be appealing to us because they control all this shit. So they can have a motherfucker, they put out some new shoes, right? And you be like, damn, them shoes is hard. Then they put out the motherfucking industry plant rapping, and this motherfucker got the same shoes that they just promoted to make you like the shoes. He got the same shoes on in the music video. You're like, damn, the motherfucker got the shoes on. That nigga hard. Then the nigga talk about such and such. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pull up with a stick, damn, that nigga hard, nigga, damn. I need to give me a stick, nigga, damn. Let me tap in, hey, you still got that such and such, let me get that, yada, yada. Now you on bullshit, because this motherfucker just influenced you. And you don't want to admit this shit, like, oh, this motherfucker just influenced you. But little do you know, you just being, just the motherfucker looking like you, having, like, you see similarities, or you see they from a similar environment, like, damn, they from the hood, I'm from the hood. Then they blocks is fucked up, my blocks is fucked up, damn. Just them little similarities will bring you, make an attachment to you, from you to that person. That's what these motherfuckers are doing. They trying to make you see some similarities. And this person probably not even from that environment. They just take the motherfucker out the suburbs and they get a whole industry plant, put them around security. You don't see the security patrolling this shit. They pay the motherfuckers in the hood probably to let them do this shit, or they just do this shit with the police or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they put the industry plant in the hood, in the ghetto, in the fucking gutter, nigga, where you're actually from. You see this shit like, damn, my fucking block look just like how that shit look. Damn, this nigga really from over there, okay, damn. You not knowing they got security and all that shit, letting them, or escorts and all that shit, fucking police escorts letting them be over there, forcing them to be over there so they can record this shit in the hood to give it a certain look. So you can feel like, damn, and get influenced by that shit. Because they was doing that shit in the fucking suburbs. You'd be like, nigga, or you probably will be influenced if it's somebody that look like you, but you're going to be more, you're going to feel this shit more if it's like, it's look like your shit. Because you feel like you can relate to this shit. Damn, my shit look just like this shit. I'm going through the same shit. And they get to talk about the bullshit. That shit influences you to be on the bullshit. It's grown motherfuckers walking around this bitch now with an undeveloped brain because they being poisoned chemically with the food. So it's easy to influence their thoughts with the bullshit. And they want black people and Latinos to be killing each other, bro. They trying to get rid of the black race. They trying to get rid of us. They want us to mix breed. They want us to dilute our motherfucking genetics. Not even our genetics, but they want us to reproduce with the inorganic species. So it's a bunch of mixed babies, a bunch of lottos and all this shit walking around. And then eventually there won't be no motherfuckers that look like me with this skin tone or darker. You know what I'm saying? There won't be no black ass motherfuckers walking. There won't be no motherfucking black ass Africans walking around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be, they want to try to erase the whole people, bro. They want to try to erase us. You know what I'm saying? If there's a bunch of mixed people, a bunch of black goddesses, and the black gods having babies with the inorganic species, a bunch of organic beings having babies with the inorganic beings. After a while, and the organic beings, we're out here killing each other too. Motherfuckers are killing each other and we're being poisoned with the food. Like I told you, if you're Caucasian, Asian, if you're part of the inorganic species and you're on the bullshit, you gang banging, the music influences you to do the bullshit, That's not supposed to happen. The music is an attack on the blacks and Latinos. If you're vibrating low because of the music, that you're just catching straight bullets. You're just catching straight bullets. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. If you eating the food, the poison, and the food got you vibrating low, you Caucasian or Asian or Mexican, and you sick with health problems because of the food, you're catching straight bullets. Because all the attacks are aimed at black people, bro. All the attacks are aimed at blacks and Latinos because we're on a different frequency. You know what I'm saying? We're on a different frequency and vibration. We're not even supposed to be eating meat. You know what I'm saying? So if you're Caucasian, Asian, part of the inorganic species, nothing wrong with you being an inorganic being. We're just a different species. You know what I'm saying? So if you're Caucasian and all that, you're part of the inorganic species, and you're sick because of the food, just know you're catching straight bullets. If you're part of the inorganic species and you're vibrating low because of the music, you know what I'm saying? You started gang banging and all this shit. You wanted to be a thug and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You from a black gang or something like that. You catching straight bullets, bro, because of the music. It could be your environment too. I'm not saying you're not with the bullshit. I ain't saying nothing like that. I'm saying because it's real people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I can be with the bullshit that's dumb, want to do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? It's real people everywhere. I ain't saying you real because you can pick up a gun and shoot at a nigga. I ain't saying that's some real shit. I'm just saying. I'm not saying nobody ain't on that because they, you know what I'm saying, the different species. I'm saying though, the inorganic beings, I don't even know how I said all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But the inorganic beings, y'all on a different frequency. And that shit made me just lose my fucking train of thought. Damn. God damn, fuck was I saying? Can be interrupting this energy when that shit get to flowing like that. No cap. But yeah, like I'm saying though, yeah, if you Caucasian, if you Asian, any other inorganic beings, any other inorganic species, and you on the bullshit with the music and all that shit, you gangbang, just know you're catching straight bullets if you eating the food and you happen to be sick with diabetes and all that shit. Because the food is the only reason that anybody's getting sick. Unless you just was born with a deficiency or something like that. But you're not going to just be sick. It's the food. If you're Caucasian and you have diabetes and all that shit, it's the fucking food. You didn't get sick from just... You just like to eat the food. It's good. It tastes good. The food, the poison is good. The fucking poison, I don't have none in the car, but the poison is good, nigga. The chips and all that shit, the French, that shit is good. They do the shit, these motherfuckers are evil, nigga. The sweets and all that, it tastes good. The poison tastes good. So if you Caucasian and all that shit, and you have diabetes or any health problems because of the food, just know you're catching straight bullets because all of these are attacks. Don't you think that they know the fucking food is going to have you sick? These are attacks aimed at the black community because we're on a different frequency than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just like the music, and I'm going to do a video on the food next so I can really go into it. But the music is an attack aimed at the black and Latino community, right? So we can be vibrating low, kill each other and all that shit because we're on a different frequency. And they want to get rid of us, period. You know what I'm saying? But we're still coming down to this bitch, and there's a lot of black people having babies and all that shit, and it's constantly going to be souls and spirits coming down into these babies. And we all coming down here with a purpose. We got energy to raise the frequency of the planet. We all doing our shit, you know what I'm saying? Walking our purpose. And all of our purpose is to motherfucking build up this planet. Because the powers that be are trying to destroy this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you catching straight bullets if you gang bang and all that shit. And you the inorganic species. Because all that shit's aimed at the blacks and Latinos, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make this video too long. But, yeah, man. That's what I was saying, though. Like, and I said mostly everything I have to say in this video. You know what I'm saying? But the music is a tool that's used to destroy us, man. It's a tool that's used to destroy the blacks and Latinos. You know what I'm saying? You can be a grown ass, and that's what I'm saying though. Because most people are grown, they in their 30s, their 40s and all that shit, and they still doing bullshit, crash out shit because they still being influenced by the music. And their brain isn't fully developed because they've been eating the poison for years. So you have an undeveloped brain because you've been eating the poison for years, and your brain is more messed up than somebody that's younger. Because your brain is going to be more docile than somebody that's younger because you've been eating the poison for years and years and years. So that shit has a larger effect on your brain. You've been eating the poison for longer. It's been fucking you up for longer. So you're eating the poison for longer, and then you're listening to the low vibrational music that's programming stuff into your subconscious. So there's going to be easier to program this shit into your subconscious because you've been eating the poison longer. You vibrating lower. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's destroying the older people, you know what I'm saying? The elders, because some elders are still doing bullshit. They getting influenced by this shit. These young niggas, they having a midlife crisis. Damn, look at these young niggas, all these bitches on the video. Let me give me some goddamn, let me, you know what I'm saying? They getting influenced by this shit too. Even older women is getting influenced by not even older women, just like, that's why society is the way it is. Like how women be acting nowadays, because the fucking music. You wonder why women only want a nigga with some money? It's because the fucking music, bro. It's the music telling these motherfuckers to act like this. You wonder why these niggas just walk around with a fucking, they 17, 18 walk around with a big ass fucking Draco in their pants and shit. It's the fucking music, bro. It's the music telling these motherfuckers to be on bullshit. You wonder about motherfuckers is bringing pistols to school. In middle school and high school, bringing pistols to school that are real pistols with one in the chamber and all this shit. It's the music telling them to do this shit. That's why they have the youth. They have a rapper, a little rapper named Little RT. A little ass kid rapping some bullshit. So these little 8-year-old kids can see the bullshit and get influenced by this shit. The music is a tool used to destroy the Black and Latino community. You don't see no motherfucking Caucasians on the gang shit doing. You see, I know they have like Mexican rappers, like they be rapping in Spanish and all that shit. But I'm talking about like the mainstream music is used to destroy the Blacks and Latinos, bro, because that's the majority. You know what I'm saying? Majority is speaking English and shit. There's a lot of people that are Spanish speaking, but majority is speaking English and all that shit. They want to destroy us. They want to destroy the Blacks and Latinos. So that's why they have the Blacks and Latinos promote the bullshit. It's not a Caucasian in the video with a fucking Draco and all that shit, with the bullshit, promoting the bullshit with a bunch of black bitches, with a bunch of white bitches. They don't want the white people to be on that vibration. They want the Blacks and Latinos to be on that vibration. They don't want the Asians, the Arabs to be on that vibration. When the Asians and the Arabs and all that shit, they do that, they look at by their family looks at them like they're, you know what I'm saying? Like they disown them and all type of shit when they get to acting like us. Because they know that that's just for us. They family know, like, nigga, that's for them so they can be vibrating low and kill each other and shit, nigga. That's not for you to motherfucking vibrate low. When the Asian and all that shit, I know it's Asian, I'm saying, when the Asian and all that shit, or Caucasian and all that shit, get on the gang shit and all that shit, they family damn near disown them, bro. And you don't see the motherfuckers like that in the videos. You don't see them like that in the videos promoting the bullshit. All the shit most of the bullshit you see, majority of the bullshit that you see in these videos, majority of the bullshit you see is Blacks and Latinos doing the bullshit. Influencing more Blacks and Latinos and also influencing other people to be on the bullshit. And the other people that are getting influenced by the bullshit and the music, y'all just catching straight bullets because that shit's not even for y'all to be doing that shit. Y'all can do whatever the fuck you want. We all have free will, but that's for the Blacks and Latinos so we can be vibrating low and want to kill each other and all that shit. Because the music is a tool used to help us destroy, to destroy us. The music is a tool to destroy us. The Black and Latino community. The music is a tool used to destroy the Black and Latino community. It's not no Caucasians and all this shit, Mexicans and all this shit doing the bullshit in mainstream media. It's the fucking Blacks and Latinos. They get Blacks and Latinos that's willing to sell out, that have a look. They can turn anybody up and make them a motherfucker. They have ghostwriters. They have celebrity stylists. They have motherfucking all type of shit to turn you up. They can turn you up like that overnight. They can have motherfucking rappers that already went through these rituals and all these initiations and all that shit that are already popping in the industry, that they will have shout you out and all that shit to make you seem more valid in the industry and turn you up. Now you an industry plant promoting this bullshit to your people. Because they know you have a soul, and the Caucasians can't get up there and rap and all that shit, and another black person see that shit and want to do that shit. But black people and Latino people, we have electricity and magnetism. So when we get to saying, pull up with a stick, we're drawing people to us with our electricity, with our soul is electricity and our soul is magnetism. Caucasians, the other species, the inorganic species only has a spirit. So they're not able to pull in a lot of people that have a little bit of electricity. They can pull in a few people probably, but they don't have the energy of a soul. They don't have the soul's electricity to pull people in like Blacks and Latinos do. When we get to spitting shit and get to talking and all that shit, we pull people in because we have electricity and magnetism. Even when we go around people, we in a good mood. People want to be around us because we have a high vibration. They can feel that energy. It's a different energy than what Caucasians and the inorganic species gives off. So they don't really look for the inorganic species to promote the bullshit because they're not going to pull in that many people. The organic species, we have a soul, a spirit, electricity, and magnetism. So that's why we're able to manifest shit so easily. If you're conscious of this shit, we have a spirit and soul, electricity, and magnetism. We're able to pull people in with our words and shit. So they get the Blacks and Latinos to use our electricity and magnetism and to pull more people in with the low vibrational shit that we're saying on the mic. And we're only saying low vibrational shit because they're paying us. They're paying the Blacks and Latinos, these rappers, to do this shit, to use their electricity and magnetism because they're unaware of this shit, they're unaware of this shit. They don't know that they have a soul and a spirit, of course, but they don't know that they have the ability to reel people in and make them want to participate in that low vibrational shit that they spitting on that mic. And the inorganic species doesn't have that same electricity and magnetism. They're not able to do that shit. So they use the Blacks and Latinos to destroy the Blacks and Latinos. And they tell you in their Bible that they wrote with universal law that our people will perish from the lack of knowledge, nigga. And our people are perishing because we have the lack of knowledge. We don't know that these motherfuckers are using rappers to pull us in with their electricity and their magnetism. And now we see that shit like, damn. I need to give me a pistol. You know what I'm saying? I need to get me some bust down watches. I need to do all this shit. Because they pulling you to make you want to do that shit. And it's not obtainable working a 9-to-5 job, so you get to get on bullshit, and then your ass get locked up. And the music also is going to send your ass to private prison. That's 34 minutes, and I ain't gonna make this video too long, but the music is also a tool used to help send you ass to private prison, the same prison that these motherfucking record labels are invested to. They invest money into the prisons, and then they invest into a punk ass artist to motherfucking influence the bullshit. You get influenced by the bullshit, see all this jewelry and all this shit. You can't obtain that shit working a regular job, so you get to doing bullshit, you get to scamming, you do all this shit. Your ass end up in prison. The same person that's paying the artist to do that to promote the bullshit to you is invested into the motherfucking prison that you get sent to. Now you paying $2 for a pack of 1 noodles. You paying all this shit for the soup. You paying all this extra shit. You going through the process. You going to county. You fighting your case in county. Then you get sent upstate. You paying for store the whole time. You paying for transportation. All that shit. They charging you. They're making money off you while you're in prison, while you in county. All that shit. And the same motherfucker that's making money off you while you're in prison and county, off of each individual inmate, they're the ones that's paying the motherfucking rapper the money to tell you to do the low vibrational shit on the mic that's going to program into your subconscious. Now you hear the shit on the mic, you like, damn, this nigga got all this money and shit, he got the bag, he got all these benches and shit. I don't want to feel like no fucking lame ass, broke ass nigga. Let me go hit a lick or something real quick. You try to hit the lick because you see all this money he got. It's not obtainable getting a regular job. The shit that's available to you, the opportunities that are available to you, you can't get this big ass bag that he got. So you go hit a lick trying to get that shit that you've been influenced by, and you fuck around and end up in a private prison. The same private prison that this motherfucker has this bag, he had to get fucked in his ass to get that bag of money. He had to get his manhood taken. He had to get his fucking manhood snatched, right? You see that shit, you see that bag of money, you like, damn, you get influenced by that shit, and and then you fuck around and go hit a lick, and now your ass end up in private prison. You go hit a lick, now your ass end up in private prison. See what I'm saying? Whole time he didn't even do that shit. He's like, yeah, the rapper's like, yeah, I just hit a lick. I just hit a lick with this motherfucking Draco, and I got like 50 or whatever the fuck you saying in the song, right? You see that shit like, man, nigga hit a lick, got 50K, nigga got the bands too, damn. You're not conscious of this shit. You think this shit, you know what I'm saying? You think he really on that. He didn't even do that shit to get that money. He just got his manhood snatched in the motherfucking record label office, executive office or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He got his manhood snatched to get that money. You see him with the 50K, you like, damn. So you go hit a lick trying to get some money because you influenced by this shit. You want to get some jewelry. You want to have all the bitches around you and all that shit. You don't even know what he did behind the doors, behind scenes, you know what I'm saying? Behind closed doors. You don't know what he did behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? So you get influenced by that shit. You go hit a lick. Now you end up in private prison. Now the same person that gave that person that money, it's an investment. He's like, okay, I can give you 50K real quick. I'll give you 100K. I already know you about to be popping. You about to influence 100,000 people. I'm gonna give you this 100,000, right? And then you're gonna influence 100,000 people to be low vibrational and to try to hit licks and all this shit. And then out of 100,000 people, at least 60,000 of them are gonna go to prison. And I'm gonna make at least 10,000 off of each of that 60,000. That's about $6 million. That's how they thinking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? They thinking about it like that. You know what I'm saying? They have somebody, a rapper, promote the bullshit, you get influenced by the bullshit, and you go hit a lick or something, you end up in private prison. The same rapper that they're paying to promote the bullshit is going to get profit. It's a whole 360. Starts right here, me, boom, I pay the rapper, boom. Rapper's right here, he's promoting the bullshit, okay. These people right here, they're getting influenced by the bullshit, boom. These people end up in prison, bam, I get paid by the prison for having inmates in the prison because I invested into the prison. So my money starts right here. I'm also investing into the prison. My money starts right here. It goes to the rapper. He promotes the bullshit to the people. The people get influenced by the bullshit. They end up in prison, and the money comes back to me. It's a whole 360. They're invested in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole little business. Just like the healthcare. I'm doing a video on that shit too. How the healthcare is connected to the fucking food. How you eat the food, and then your ass is sick, and the same motherfucker that's putting the food on the shelves is the same motherfucker that's giving you that medication that your motherfucking insurance is paying for the shit every month. And you paying your insurance every year, every month, and you don't know how much it costs for them to make them pills. It could be like a half a penny, half a cent for them to make the pills. They charging your ass $100 a month to get 20 pills. We don't know what the fuck, we don't know how much it, because the shit, we don't know how much it, they have the shit on deck. We don't know how much it costs for them to make the pills. It could be a half a penny, and you paying your healthcare insurance and all that shit. You paying $50 a month or whatever you paying, and these motherfuckers is giving you all these pills. They don't cost nothing to make. You know what I'm saying? Besides all that shit though, man, all the attacks are aimed at the blacks and Latinos because we're on a different frequency. I'm gonna make this video too long, and the music is aimed at the blacks and Latinos to keep us vibrating low and program shit into our subconscious to make us want to kill each other or make us be promiscuous and not be toxic and all that shit, so we can't be a black family and reproduce and have more black babies down here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. This video 38 minutes, but the music is a tool used to destroy the black and Latino community. I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.